Hi Aries, welcome in to your last video of 2023. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but last week Taurus came in like a whirlwind and kicked everyone's ass with views. I was like, holy shit, what's going on with Taurus? But with that said, the only reason I brought it up is because honestly, I think Aries, you guys are in a much better place. You're doing much better in life. And I'm really happy for you guys, and I'm very proud of you. And today I got a notification for the channel. Today is the channel's birthday. It's 2 years old. One of those years was during COVID, and the other one was after COVID. So it is because of you guys that I'm here, and I'm grateful and honored. And happy birthday to Elpis Enlightenment 2 year on YouTube. So with that said, we're gonna have a little fun with your video. We're going to look into 2024, okay? Because we read pretty much for the whole month of December. So universe, angel, spirit guides, give me the gist for 2024, what Aries can be expecting in their year as a whole in general. All right, Aries, please. Anything else? It's quite a bit, but we will take it. Oh, I love it. I get the feeling, like I said before, a lot of you have stopped viewing me because your lives have changed and for the better. As we all know, tarot is a tool. We use it to help us. We don't use it as a crutch. We use it to find inner guidance and use that to help us make decisions in life. A lot of you already know that, the importance of that, and that's pretty much why you follow me. But keep liking, sharing the channel, and sharing with others who you think might need the same support and help as you've received. I'm honored and grateful that you've stayed with me. I read all your comments, and I'm honored and blessed for all of the feedback you have given me. Now, with that said, we have 6 cards that dropped. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Empress. We have the Magician. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay, wow. Mostly wow, because out of the 6 cards, half of them are major arcana. The Empress, which I feel like is who you've really been as my archetype for 2023, has been you, Aries. Typically, you are the Emperor. The Empress is typically a Taurus card. But the Empress represents somebody at top value, knowing their worth, knowing their value, and are people in general who achieve things. They bring things into reality. They bring things into their 3D. And honestly, Aries, I think that has been you. The only thing is, when I see the Empress, 9 times out of 10, it's a lonely card for me, unless the Emperor's next to her. And why do I say it's lonely? Is because it's lonely at the top. Not a lot of people are going to vibe at that frequency because you just are moving so quickly and so fast by achieving these things. No, not too many people can keep up like the Emperor, but you are the Emperor. And like the Empress is the counterpart. But when the Empress stands alone, she stands fucking alone. It's kind of like Queen Elizabeth, right? Even though she was married, and I don't know how many of you saw The Crown, she was really alone, in her thoughts, in her decision-making process, in what she had to do to run her responsibilities, etc., etc. You also have the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about luck on your side. This is 3 fates working on your behalf to make the dial of your life move and in a positive direction and evolve and change. The other major arcana is the Magician. This is also a Taurus energy, but it is also an energy of an Aries, because the Magician in Tarot is more representative of a planet as it is a zodiac sign. With that said, those are influences. You now will have powerful influences in 2024, Aries, to move your life forward in the most positive ways, and you are going to be manifesting big things into your world. This is why when you look at this card, the Empress, you see her belly, it represents birth, a woman who gives birth to a child. It can literally mean that for some of you. Others of you, you have the world at the palm of your hands. You can bring anything you want. Look at this Magician card. The Magician is showing you that you have every element, air, water, fire, earth, to manifest everything that you need to birth something into this world. The universe is going to hook you up and back you up to make it happen. Six of Cups talks about having fond memories of the past, childhood memories from your past. Look at this card closely. You see a little boy and a dog, and you see an older person, an adult and a dog, with both have aged, right? So they're thinking about fond memories from the past. Now I'm getting into the minor arcana. I'll tie everything up in a bow. Just give me a second. Four of Cups talks about, in some ways you're blessed, and the universe keeps giving you gifts that you're not perceiving as gifts. You see them as something that's boring, not self-satisfying, not at your level, not something that's for you. Even though that sometimes that particular thing that the universe is giving you is a blessing in disguise, because there's a rainbow leading into that pot. Then there's Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups represents a happy environment. You are happy, they're happy with you, and you are happy to be with them. That could be a conglomerate or group at work. That could be your family. And that could also be you in a partnership with somebody that you're both very happy to be together, right? So these are all the things that are showing me in a general scope of what 2024 is going to look like. So Aries, you're going to be manifesting a buttload of things in your future. You seriously have Jupiter knocking on your door in career and finance sector. You have been learning the past 2 years, maybe a new trade, maybe a new skill, have been motivating yourself to move forward in life, especially when we had the eclipses in October. You are now going to be propelled forward, and you're going to be making that magic happen with the universe guiding you and supporting you in regards to that. There is somebody from your past, the Six of Cups, that is going to be part of your future also, where you're going to be very, very happy. But the Four of Cups is telling me there's something about it that you dislike. It's boring. It's unrequited love. It's not satisfying enough, but we're going to see what that is. But what I do like, moreover, is the bottom of the deck, which is talking about the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about structure and being happy. You're celebrating something. You're celebrating something that's elevating in your life. That could be a career jump, or you could be upgrading a relationship, or you could be buying a home, okay? Or moving into something bigger and better. You're definitely elevating. But you have two fours here, which are showing me the structure. The threes before the fours are the designs, are the plans, are the sketches. The fours is the implementation, the building, the platform where everything is going to hold itself in place for you, okay? And that is a relationship. That is a career. That is a job. That is a foundation of whatever it is for you in your world of abundance. And it's going to create this form of happiness. What I don't know and what I don't like is the Four of Cups. And then the Six of Cups, we're going to do a little deep dive and see who or what that could be. All right? Are you ready for the road trip? Let's do it. Let's use this deck for clarifications. So your next weekly reading, which is like the typical kind that I do, will probably come next week. Yeah. All right. Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, tell us about the Wheel and the Empress and the Magician. Just clarify those in general. By the way, the setup's not going to be like this in the new year. I just was having so many guests, and I had to move my whole studio into a corner because of the people staying over, and the room is quite empty, so it echoes. So sorry about that. That'll change in the new year, and that's why I'm facing forward, because a few of you have made that comment to me. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands in reverse, and the World. Interesting. Okay. So something that was flaky, there was no elevation. There was no upgrade in a relationship. There was no foundation there. It was just flaky. It was in and out with whatever this whole situation is. Looked like some of you guys tried to upgrade in your career or your relationship with someone. And it seemed quite flaky. So you were working on it, right? In this latter part of 2023, because you also got the World. The World is also clarifying the World. This is you saying, fuck it. Hi, 2024. I learned a lot, 2023. Thank you so much. Hi, 2024. I'm going to do things differently. So you're tossing over here your hat in the air, because this is the World card and this is also the World card. They're both clarifying each other. So basically the messages I gave you previously are on point, because the cards are now doubling down. So they're saying in this new year, you're going to start a new chapter. A new you, a new me is what you're saying to yourselves. And I know you feel like you're on a better track, way better, way more confident, way more motivated than you were ever before. All right. A lot of you were dealing also with another fire sign, like yourselves, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If they're not a fire sign, this is somebody that you had a lot of chemistry with, a lot of passion. So this must be Mystery Man of the Six of Cups, all right? Because I was very curious. I'm like, who's the Six of Cups? Let's see. Let's clarify the Six of Cups over here. Clarify the Six of Cups for me. The High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, a lot of, all of these, 4 cards, they're all saying the same story to me, all right? I like to explain what the cards are for you so you could follow along with me, so you could see what it's reading, and then you could place it in your lives as it resonates for you. That's why I like to read this way. The Nine of Wands, let's take a closer look at this card. Nine of Wands. This is somebody who has dropped their boundaries and now is shitting their pants. They're scared. Maybe they haven't fully dropped their wands, meaning their barriers. They're boarded up, so they're not allowing somebody in because they're ready to shank you. Let's go here. The Seven of Wands, more action. This is, wands are fire. This is your element. So I'm pretty sure this is pretty much you doing this. This is you being defensive, or this is you being resistant. Because somebody here, and if it's not you, sure, it's the other person, one of you is resisting a connection out of fear or defensiveness. High Priestess, not talking to the other person. Why are they not talking? Because it feels as if you intuitively know what's going to happen. It's like you know how this is going to go, so you don't bother talking. But unfortunately, when you don't talk and you've got boundaries up all over the place, you're never really going to know. And that's what's going to kill you, Aries. That right there. And then there's the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so these things are clarifying the Six of Cups, this whole thing. Five of Wands, more wands, denotes that blocks, obstacles, challenges, they're dropping now. It's like if you were on the fence is kind of like slipping and falling. And now you're allowed to cross over and go on to the other side. All these wands are action. You're guarded. You are also a little defensive, or you're resisting somebody and you're not talking to them. But these issues that I just mentioned, they're going to drop. They're going to move out of your way. All right? I see you having fond memories of this person, and those are the memories you're holding on to. You're thinking of the good times. You're not thinking of what was terrible or why you're in the place that you are. That's a good thing and a bad thing. The good part of it is, if you are, then maybe there's a chance that you might talk to this person because their energy is carrying over into 2024. And there's a possibility this might happen. I don't know what this is. It seems like it's unrequited love or it's a runner-chaser dynamic. So now at least I know who the Six of Cups is. Now you know who the Six of Cups is. It is that person. But here's what's interesting at the bottom of the deck. And that's why I made the face before. Two of Cups. This is a happy partnership. This also tells me, could be business, could be love. This also tells me you both feel mutual. You both feel the same way. Okay? I think what's going to happen is this person's going to come back and you might pair up, because I do see also the Ten of Cups. Let's push this aside for now, right? Let's put this. Let's continue and see what the Ten of Cups is. No, let's do Four of Cups first. Let's see why this is here. And you know me, I'm not a sugarcoater. I feel like if I tell you this, you'll be prepared for this. What's the Four of Cups, please? The Nine of Cups and Judgment. Okay. It's kind of like you need to make a final decision on a person. It's like maybe you need to put something to bed and you don't like that idea. So it's as if you've got to bury something, and obviously you're not thrilled about it because it was laced and tied to desire. It was laced and tied to wish fulfillment. And now there you are singing its tune. It's like you're putting it to bed because you need to make a final judgment call. Because this Nine of Cups is self. You know me. I teach you. 9 is just you. 10 is mutual. It's other people involved. When I see a 9 of Cups, it's telling me about your wish fulfillment, your desires. Sometimes the 9s are too much. Like when someone drinks too much or smokes too much or watches too much TV or does other paraphernalia that they should not be doing. And you need to make a decision. That is just the literal part of the card. Now the figurative part, for me to understand these Four of Cups, what you see is not fulfilling, you're going to have to make a judgment call because it's not carrying through as you had planned or as you would have liked. Now that could be a person you were expecting, and then there's somebody else and there's somebody new, and then you got to put the past to bed, or you need to make a decision on something that you need to say goodbye to, like a career or a job, or a business. You thought that this is where you were going to be, and it's not working out, and now you got to make a judgment call. All right? Let's go to the Ten of Cups. Because if you don't, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be stuck. We don't want stuck. We're not doing stuck. That's why you have all these major arcanas over here. They're telling you, we're going to help you push forward. We're going to help you move your life. We've taught you so much, Aries, in 2023 and 2022. No, there's no reason to get stuck. It's making decisions and being happy with the choices you make as you move forward. We don't wait for people no more. That which is meant for you will not pass you by. I know you haven't heard that in a while, but there it is. All right. Let's get to the Ten of Cups. Before I finish here, we will do a quick separation between love and work. And in the extended, I will do both too. I will go into your person, the person on your mind, their thoughts, their feelings, etc., in a 2024 general capacity. And same thing with work and career. We'll do two separate. And that is the gift I'm giving you all in the extended, of course. I don't usually do work in the extended career and finances, but we'll touch base there too. All right. Let's see what the Ten of Cups is saying here for my Aries. Nine of Swords. All right. Is clarifying the Ten of Cups. A lot of you are going to feel like this partnership that you're going to create, this happy environment you're going to create, it's going to be tied to a little bit of stress and anxiety, all right? You're going to worry. You're going to feel a little bit like this is too good to be true, or the shoe is going to drop. Why? I know because you've suffered for so long. I know because some of you feel like, oh, I'm good in career, but my love life sucks, or my love life is awesome, but my work life sucks. I've never had both. Why the fuck can't you have both? There's millions of people on this planet Earth who have both. I just showed you three major arcanas that's telling you you are good, you are safe, you are lucky this year. You have the the Six of Wands back here. This is your goddamn year, Aries. Live your best fucking lives. Okay, all these wands are representing fire. You are the epitome of that. So burn bright, Aries, burn bright. I'm only telling you this is because your Ten of Cups is by the Nine of Swords. What did we say the nines are? Self. The Nine of Swords is you up at night, sleeping, tossing and turning, ruminating, going over the does he love me or does he love me not? Do they like me? Do they like me not? Don't think that way. I'm telling you, the Ten of Cups is saying it's mutual. They're just as happy with you. The other shoe's not going to drop. I'm looking at the Six of Wands is because you're getting acknowledged. You're being recognized. People are going to be grateful for your presence, whether it's at work or this relationship. A lot of times the Six of Wands tells me this is somebody from your past that comes back to vindicate you and validate you. Please, commenters, I don't care if he validates me or not. I get all that. It doesn't stop the fact that it's going to happen. That's the prediction here. And I see that. And I'm going to give you some advice now based on what the cards say. I just feel like you don't have to. Okay, because that's my intuition on this. Look at wands, 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 wands. Most of you who follow me, you know that we see a general theme. And here it's wands. So it's a lot of action. And then we see sometimes what's not here. I don't see that much swords, thank God. And I do see you a little bit in the feelings, and I think that that's going to be the big lessons for you in 2024 as I'm looking at these Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups and Judgment. That's a huge fucking thing. This is big. This is the biggest message I could possibly give you for 2024, these right here. Why? Because it looks like you're going to be learning a lot about your emotions and your feelings and relationships and making determinations the right way. Making those judgment calls so you're not stuck. Understanding and accepting how people belong in your life and how you respond to it, how you react to it, okay? Now, let's see. Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, how about you give us some advice here for my beautiful Aries, please? I think the oracle messages will be huge. Not so much the loved ones, although we'll deep dive on the love cards in the extended. I think the other advice cards will be huge to take as advice. And I hope you guys can come back to this video as often as possible throughout the year to hear these messages so they can guide you. All right, because it is just generalizing for 2024. You have Judgment, again, in your advice. Like I just told you about this card right here. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands right here, which is you. You have the Knight of Cups. And then you also have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Not everything needs an action, right? Sometimes inaction is also key. So what's an example of inaction? Listening, hearing, seeing, between the lines, right? Six of Pentacles. I'm going to go, and this is my first impression when I saw Six of Pentacles. For me, it's usually the breadcrumbers card, right? When somebody breadcrumbs me or whatever. But seeing that as it's falling in the advice position, it looks like a lot of people are going to be seeking your help, Aries. Your advice, maybe your money, maybe your time, maybe your love, parts of you. And the universe is saying, you know what? Pay it forward. And there it is. Six of Pentacles. This is my version of paying it forward. I put up free videos, right, on YouTube. And I do this on weekends. I work Monday through Friday. I'm tired, but I still do it. You know why? Because I'm grateful. I want to give back. This is my way of saying to the universe, thank you. Queen of Wands. Don't forget to be yourselves, whether you're male or female. You know you're my queens. Be the fiery spirit you are. Do you see that spirit? You see her in her hand. Let me see if you could see it clear. She's got a little flame right there. She's holding it. She's smiling. She's laughing. She feels victorious here, holding that wand with the spirit of the flame that comes from within her. I say her because it's a female in the card. You, whether you're male or female. You need to remember that spirit that you have, that little fire within you. Nothing is as warm and as enticing as fire. People will always gravitate to you, but they will always want you to. So that bright light that you have within you, it sometimes also attracts evil. It attracts negative energy because negative wants to be happy. They want to feel the way this person feels in this card, this face, this emotion. And you are the natural exhibit of that as you walk down the street. Don't let anybody take that from you. You're going to have to make those tough judgment calls or you're going to get stuck. Excuse me. I'm looking around the room for water. Let's clarify. Clarify the advice for us, please. I'm not giving you the outcome because we're going to do weekly readings anyway. So this is a nice general bonus reading of 2024. And that's it. At the end of the day, that whole speech I just gave you about the fire and the, don't let somebody take that energy from you. At the beginning of this video, I was telling you how you are magicians. You are manifestors. You can take every element and mold it to do what you want. You have that skill set to go out there and do what you want. That job, that career, that business, that love. You think you don't got it? You got it. You have that's what this is. On this altar, this is you. You are the magician. This is your spirit guides helping you. This is your two beautiful hands capable of doing what you need. On the altar, we have a cup of water. We have a sword, which makes you smart, cerebral, intelligent, logical, and rational. You have a wand, the spirit of fire, to make the actions happen. You have the capacity to be emotionally available and mature. And then you also have a pentacle, the wherewithal to be grounded and earthy, and maybe even the money to do what you need to do. And your hands are made out of goddamn magic. You can make magic in 2024. This is your advice. This is you. I say you go and get it, Aries. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you could be single parents. I don't know. A lot of you might need to take care of your mothers. Others of you who are, this is you. You're going to be nurturing. You're going to be grounded. You're going to be loving. But this is the energy you're going to be coming from, a very earthy sign. All right? Or at least that's what you need to do, because that's also falling in your advice position. So that is the energy you also need to capture. You need to be your fire sign, but take some essence from an earth sign. Where are we? I want to do a little bit of career and money. No, I would like this deck. Tell us, universe, angels, spirit guides, what do you see coming towards my Aries in the world of career and finance for 2024? Okay, well, thank God. I have one positive card and, oh, there's two cards here. One positive, one semi-negative We'll see in a moment what this is trying to say. Okay. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Wands. That's tens all around. And, sorry, my nose gets itchy on readings. And you have the King of Cups in reverse. Who the fuck is this? I can't wait to clarify that. On the bottom of the deck, you have Hermit. But behind the Hermit, and that's why, I don't know, sometimes I hear downloads, go 3 cards in. I see the Hermit, I see the Page of Pentacles, and I see the Nine of Wands. First things first, let's read the table. And then we'll go to the back of the deck, because that's telling me what's coming down the pipeline. Or explaining in more detail of what I'm seeing here. I see you're burnt out. First of all, you will continue this ride. You will continue to keep working yourselves to the bone. You will be working hard. You will be exhausted. I'm not going to lie about that, because look at this person. All right? But you're not giving up. What I love is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups tells me you will be in a very happy working environment. What I don't like is whoever the fuck this person is, this King of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to say male or female at this point who this person is, because I do feel like it's an opposing energy. This person, either there's some kind of like, I can't say breakup, because breakup denotes relationship, and we're talking about your job, your career, your finance, and your money. Whoever this person is, one, they're not emotionally rational at all. Secondly, this person could possibly go away. So for you, it's obviously 2 different camps. This is somebody that's not emotionally mature or rational. Others of you, this is somebody who's either going to get fired or let go. They're an opposing energy to you. And it doesn't come towards you in a good way. It comes towards you in a negative way. But it doesn't hurt you, Aries. I think this person hurts themselves, honestly. So either this person gets rejected, leaves the company, gets fired, or is just not emotionally mature to handle whatever is going on with you, or the job, or the position, or etc. This is just general scope for 2024. Now, what I found interesting at the bottom of the deck, on the top was Hermit, which is Virgo energy. By the way, this could be a water sign person. It doesn't have to be. That they just mainly are those influences. They're not emotionally available or mature, or they get fired or let go. Can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Does not have to be, but they are attached to water and feelings. Now back to Virgo card over here, the Hermit. Can have a Virgo in your life, but I don't think that's the case for the most of you. I think for the most of you, you were this. You were the Page of Pentacles. You were at the bottom learning your way up. You were a novice, maybe for some of you. Others of you, you were at school or at school. You're learning. That's the learning card. But on top is you, the Hermit, being wise. You go from this to that. You go from pulling in your energy, learning, understanding, and becoming wise quickly. And that's what this makes me feel. That's because you have been burning the midnight oil. Because you are tired. A lot of you could also have your wands up. You're a little defensive. I don't know. I don't want to say defensive, but you definitely have serious boundaries here. I get it, because you work hard, Aries, and it's not cool when someone takes all your hard work and effort and takes it and uses it for themselves. If a lot of you are getting fired or let go from your current company, it's because the universe knows you definitely do not fucking belong there. And if you don't move your ass, some big opportunity is going to pass you by. Because that's it. You're being set up for big opportunities in 2024. Now let's start clarifying. Let me separate these cards. It's very interesting. Universe, angel, spirit guides, let's go ahead and start clarifying this. Tell me more about this King of Cups in reverse. Lover. And the 10, no, the 5 of Cups. And then the star at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay. So, a lot of you, this is a business partner. Or there's 3 camps, really. You could be any one of these because we're speaking to a larger audience. And I have to generalize for everyone. It's not a private. The King of Cups is clarified by lover. So, some of you could be having a love affair with somebody at work, and one of you has to stay and one has to go. It looks like this person goes. It's also laced with guilt, regret over here with this 5 of Cups. Somebody feels bad. Real bad. Also, if this is somebody that you work very closely to at your office, at your job, or whatever it is that you do, and is quite literally your person that you partner up with as a team to do things at your job, that person, again, goes. Or is not emotionally there or capable to support you in the way you need. Now, if this is also your quite literal business partner, guys, it's not good when they're in the opposite position, when they're inverted. This person's inverted for a reason. And I see the guilt and the regret here. Maybe something goes down with this individual in 2024 and you feel bad about it. You're hopeful and positive. Look, I'm going to say this. If your karma's clean, I wouldn't stress it. Guys, this is 2023. This is predictions for 2024, like the whole year. So please, let's let some events unfold. What's the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, please? Look what work and career is bringing you in 2024. You literally got the best card in the whole friggin' deck. The Sun. With this 10 of Cups, you're in a happy place. You're going to be rubbing shoulders in the right environment. Don't get me wrong, you're going to be busting your ass. But I don't see you minding because it looks like you like it, what you do or will be doing. There's just some guilt and regret in regards to this individual, this person. And there is a person, okay? Either you are quite literal lovers and you work together, or this is your partner at work or your business partner. And when I say your partner at work, I mean the person that you have to work with to do your job. So that's the biggest thing of the year. Now, let's go back to romance and see what the romance angels say. And then we're going to hop over to the extended. Please leave me your comments. I really want to know if you liked this kind of video. It's not something we're going to be doing often or ever. It was just like a one-off because it's the new year. But do let me know. Universe, angels, spirit guides, what do we have for love for 2024 for my Aries, please? So the biggest things are: give your relationship a chance, probably because you had the 4 of Cups. You deserve love. That means you've been a doormat for way too fucking long and no more. I mean, it's like, if someone's not giving you love, which you actually deserve, then you got to go get it from a source that will give it to you, right? It's like when we go shopping for something specific and the store doesn't have it for us, we're like, all right, fuck this store. It doesn't have my stuff. I'm going to go to that store that has my stuff and is going to give me what I need. You deserve love. Finance and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You know, if you're a member, we're going to deep dive on this. We dropped tarot on all these cards. And then here's what's interesting. I think a lot of you are going to be working very hard to solidify yourselves in 2024 financially and career-wise. The bottom of the deck is showing me soulmate. So I think you're going to be working on this all of 2024 with somebody. Just to derive in 2025 to settle. You're going to settle down with your soulmate. All right? Now, let's get that one card of advice for the whole year. And that's your reading. Your very last reading for 2023, guys. Don't cry. You made the channel. I have to say, Aries, thank you. Bless you. I appreciate everything you've done. And I hope to see a lot of you in 2024. What is the biggest piece of advice you can give Aries for 2024, please? Please come back to this video often in 2024 at moments of tough times to reflect on the things that we said in today's video. All right, you got generosity and egoism. Okay. Remember in your advice position, we had the Six of Pentacles. I have a strong feeling that's what it was talking about. All right, generosity and egoism. Let's read it. This is very important because if we follow, it cannot lead us astray, right? Are you truly giving without expecting anything in return? A lot of transactions we make, whether it be with acquaintances or loved ones, often have a hidden agenda. Rather than just giving for the sake of giving, it might be to show someone how thoughtful we are, to receive something in return, or to make ourselves look superior. Thoughts like, why isn't anybody thinking about me? Or I wish someone would show me how special I am to them might have crossed your mind. But have you tried to reverse the thought and give to others? What are you seeking? We are often so caught up in our own minds that what we want, we forget to give with our heart to the people that we are closest to and what we secretly expect or wish from them. Do you know someone who seems to give to you only to expect something in return or show that they could afford more than you? Meaning this can be flipped. Their heart might not be true. Keep a lookout for those people in your surroundings and you might start to notice who really is caring and who has a hidden agenda. Generosity is often about letting go of the ego and giving with your whole heart to show that you truly care and want someone else to feel good. Here's an affirmation. I give with a true heart. Here are perfect exercises you can use. Think about a friend or a loved one that you haven't really appreciated lately. Think about something you could do for them or give them that would make them truly happy. Maybe send a surprise gift or just a special e-card. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or expensive. Just think about something special that you don't give on a daily basis. Even if it's just a random message to tell them that you love them. You know, I was doing things like that about a year and a half ago. It changed the perception of how people perceived me on a grand scale. Really. That tiny small gesture. All right, guys. Be blessed. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. And I will see you in the new year.